because that's what that poem is about. I see you have. Cabana. A cabana is both an indigenous hut and a recreational structure, and in the context of its latter definition, much like a vagina. Instead of pussy, now please say cabana. You can't keep the weather out of either. You can't keep people out of either, and you can't keep people in. Mothers want babies out. Once carrying them has become uncomfortable, but they, also the mothers, are crying because they don't want to lose what seems to belong inside them. Imagine if your heart just left your body. You might feel embarrassed that your heart had pushed a hole through your shirt and now everyone can see your tits a little, but also, how's the heart gonna make it out there in the horrible world without you? So many animals would love to eat it. So many careless motorists, texting, reaching for something deep in the console. Maybe you feel zero attachment to the heart. After all, the two of you have never really had a conversation. But you still feel guilt when a thing previously in your charge leaves you and barrels towards harm. A vagina is safe, which is why the most troubled people must get inside at any cost. Outright crimes aside, almost every woman has felt rushed. A man clamoring toward what he perceives as safety, like a child who becomes violent when he just needs sleep or juice. The men who come so fast when they enter a vagina, it's not overstimulation, it's relief. Thank God I can give up and let a little of my life leak. But then what is the woman saying when she comes? He tried to kill me, but then I came back, as I will every time someone tries to kill me, which I imagine will be on the regular. I have like 3 more here. Penis is a transitive verb. I know grammar's really a crowd pleaser always, right? That is why I have to be a man in all my poems. I am the subject because I'm the one making all the things happen, and this is why grammar is one of my favorite things. I know, there's nothing passive about a whole. There's nothing passive about the object to which happens the verb or to which the preposition carries the gift. The post was standing still, and the whole worked really hard to sidle up around it, and then to hold it. That's never easy. Everything is really more work than you'd expect. Keeping additional dirt out, well, that is basically it, but there's a lot of dirt blown towards a hole. Metaphors aside, sometimes I think I better fill me up, so I do. And then there's no room for anyone to get inside, so then there's more work to be done. Becoming a whole again is hard, and it's a service and a vote of confidence in the other. Some soil's always lost in each transfer, plenty of back and forths each season, but lucky for me and you and everyone, there's always things scraping, aging, crushing, and shitting, so there's always more dirt. Do you know what I was like before I met you? Ignorant, solitary, serene, sort of godlike in those respects. Poetry must be allowed to heckle. The woman who thinks her clit and her womb are the most interesting things in the room, as if they were important on their own, rather than because they're attached to her, and in so many instances dictate how she relates to others when they're down there with her things, trying to please her, realizing that pleasing her will please them, which could be ego in need of stroking, or love, some time ago extant and maybe now reappearing tentatively over some hill, looking around to see whether you'll be the first to say hello or if it will. Poetry must be allowed to heckle any woman who writes about her thighs as if they are the pillars to the temple where the covenant lies. I hear this poem several times a year, its tone vacillating between reverent and sultry. But I know I'm in possession of nothing so dear. Once I shaved my crotch and it looked like poultry.